Gloucestershire.
Radio.
Do you ever feel lonely up the back there playing the drums?
Yep.
Do you ever feel that you'd like to sing?
Yep.
Do you ever say anything else but yep?
Nope.
Would you like to be someone's love and man?
Yep.
Now?
Yep.
I thought you'd say that.
The ever-brilliant Paul McCartney.
Yep.
Fantastic, isn't he?
Isn't he?
He's good at what he does.
He's so good.
This is Tome Radio is playing on the Rooftops.
Hi,
My name
welcome.
is Billy. Who's that voice?
I'm Matt Ashwell. I'm Billy's new co-host.
Yeah, it's slightly dissimilar to last week's voice,
Slightly.
which was a female voice.
Yep. I've got one of the manly voices in town.
The-
Manliest,
The most manly?
perhaps. They are. My dad's listening in. Shout out to John Ashwell,
Hello, John.
all the way in London.
Yeah, did he like a bit of Paul McCartney there?
He did. He said he loves that Wings song.
Does he?
Yeah.
Good.
Fantastic.
Well, any Wings song is
Any
always
Wings
great.
song's great.
Fantastic. Well, we've got a couple of really interesting things coming up a bit later.
We do.
Would you like to fill us in on what they are?
We've got a couple of segments coming up for everyone.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about if it's too early to play Christmas songs, which we'll find out later.
Yeah,
But
I don't know the answer yet.
I think some people can guess the answer already.
Mm.
We've got a competition to win a CD, which is going to be pretty fun. The question will be coming up later. We're going to do a roundup of the week in WWE, and we're also going to be talking about the best balls in sport,
Yes.
which isn't as naughty as it sounds.
I'd vote for Stephen Gerrard's, but that's just me. Yeah, that CD we're giving away. If you're listening last week, it's the same one, and I'm not downing it, but it's the Naam. That's what I call music.
Wow.
Oh man,
Have you heard it yet?
classy. No,
Oh man.
I should. Have you heard it?
It's so good.
Have you heard it?
It's the best CD.
Have you heard it, Matt?
It's the best CD in
Matt, have you heard it?
well, how about that next song?
Yeah, that next song coming up. This is your choice. It's your first choice
It
of the
is.
day.
Billy's been very generous, letting me get the first choice in after the Wings song. We're going to listen to My Number by Foles.
Oh.
It's going to be pretty great. That was Charlie Thomas with Motion. He's a good friend of mine. We used to be in a band together, and now he's gone solo, and you can see why.
Was the breakup as cataclysmic as the Beatles?
No, it was a singer that just wasn't feeling it towards the end. Or sort of
It's always the
drifted
way,
apart.
isn't it? It's always
Yeah.
the singer that decides.
But we had a good
Right.
run, had a good try.
Yeah.
And, you get fantastic things like that coming out of it. And before that was My Number by Foles. We tried texting them to let them know how good that song is, but we didn't have their number.
No.
No.
I'm going to try and text Paul McCartney and tell him how great he is.
Have you got his number?
Well, he came in last week. Did you hear the show?
No, yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
did. But I wouldn't have thought that he just gives out his number.
Yeah, well, see, in the 70s, he was one to sleep around a bit. I don't know if that's libelous. I don't think it is because everybody knows. So I he was one to do a bit of sleeping around. So I think he gave his phone number out to everybody. I think
By the
everybody
way-
in the English language has the phone number.
If you like the Charlie Thomas song Motion, do feel free to check him out on Facebook and SoundCloud. Charlie Thomas. He's at the University of Brighton, so shout out to the University of Brighton if you're listening in.
Holla.
And shout out to my old school friend Jamie Rowling for texting in manliest voice in town, because he
Who?
knows what we got.
Which
Me.
one of us? You?
Well, us. Us.
Not as a unit.
As a unit, I think,
Okay.
because it was all one word.
Okay.
And shout out to Dane Avery listening in at Doughty Block, my home block.
Hell, man. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Keep that beard going.
Now, I was going to read out a story that I saw that a friend of mine, Matt, put on Facebook, but his girlfriend has trumped him because I went down the Facebook newsfeed and I saw this story that amused and bewildered me. The story that Matt was tweeting was...
Is this me? Me, Matt?
No, not you, Matt. Sorry,
Okay.
Matt Toffolo, the wonderful Matt Toffolo, who I
That's
do
right.
Doctor Who videos with,
All right.
and hopefully will be coming on the show in the future.
Cool.
He did the whole thing about Renee Zellweger.
Oh, right.
She's had her face...
Oh, I
what's
saw
the
that.
word? Regenerated
Yeah.
into someone completely different.
Totally different.
Looks like her mother.
Mhm.
Anyway, the headline is perfect in a way.
Go for it.
Real life doll uses hypnotherapy to become brainless.
Blimey.
Barbie-obsessed Blondie Bennett is taking her quest to become a doll to the extreme, using hypnotherapy to make herself stupid.
Wow.
The 38-year-old Californian has hypno sessions once a week to make her more easily confused and vacant. Blondie, who changed her name after a year and a half ago, has had 5 boob jobs, taking her to a whopping 32 double J.
Double J.
She also uses Botox and lip fillers to give her a more artificial appearance, but to make the transformation into a plastic toy complete, she is training herself to become dumb. Now, I don't know if any training is required when you've gone public with a news story like that.
I think, she doesn't need hypnotherapy. She
No.
can save money. Just ram her head against the wall.
Well, we're going to talk about ramming people's heads together. Not in that way.
Not in that
in a feature coming up later. But
Real wrestling.
Real wrestling. Who, in their right mind, does something like that? Well, obviously not her.
Americans.
That's racist.
It's a generalization.
It's a horrible generalisation, and I think you've offended, well, none of our
At
listeners.
least
I don't
half
think,
of our listeners.
yeah, I don't know if anybody
If
who
you're
listens is
offended,
American.
feel free to tweet in at POTR Tone. It's
Oh yeah, we've
Twitter.
got you just set a Twitter up, haven't you?
I set it up about 45 minutes ago.
And it's already world famous and trending.
fantastic. It's
Yeah.
got about 2 followers.
Yeah,
So
and
go and bump up the numbers.
One of them is me,
One of them is me.
and the other one is you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So jump on that bandwagon. Follow
Absolutely.
POTR Tone.
Superb. Cracking Beatles action there.
Great bass line.
I was saying that to you all the way through the song.
I definitely didn't steal your comment.
No.
We've got our first follower on Twitter.
Oh my. Okay.
I'll give you give one guess. I'll give you a clue. He's on our course.
Has he got the same name as me?
He does. Not hard.
Has it got a K or an H?
It's got an H.
Ah, it's Hendel.
It's Billy Hendel.
Billy Handels.
Congratulations, Billy Hendel.
Yeah.
You win the prize.
Yes. Which is a CD.
Yeah.
That could be our prize competition, because we were
Hooray.
struggling to come up with ideas for prizes.
There you go.
So you've got Billy Hendel's one.
Jump
That's
now.
what I call music. Excellent. We should have set that up earlier in the show. We would have had floods of followers.
Floods.
If we'd said, first person to follow us gets Numb, that's what I call music.
I'll tell you what. First person to tweet us using the hashtag POTR
Yeah.
will win a pint off me.
You.
Off me.
I'm not involved in that discussion.
And
in the
again,
slightest.
that is at POTR Tone.
Good. I am not buying somebody else booze.
And you don't need to.
No, I won't. I'm not.
So
being
long as you're
roped into
over
it.
18. it's
Cool.
fine.
What are the other little segments we've got? Well, do we want to rush into? Is it time to play Christmas songs yet? Should we get out of the way now?
Let's get it out of the way. We have
Matt.
a bit of Slade.
Ask me the question.
Billy,
Hmm.
is it too early to play Christmas songs?
It's the 22nd of October. Yes, it is.
Fantastic.
We'll be back with that next week. And in the meantime, this is another song that you've picked. Another, yeah. See, if you want to look at us on the webcam, you can see us frantically passing bits of paper to each other. And the webcam you can find at toneradio.co.uk/watch, and you can stare at our faces and all sorts of stuff. It's really exciting.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
This next song is a classic. It's a ska song. It is Message to You, Rudy by The Specials.
Jump the Shark going away. We played them on the first show, and it's been a while since we played them. But last night they were supposed to play a gig supporting the Little Comets and the Little Comets, and the blooming bass player. Oh, my head's all over the place. Sorry, I've been nullified by my phone. The lead singer had a bad voice and couldn't do it. But it would have been the biggest supporting thing so far.
That would have been good.
It would have been cool.
Why did they have to be so taciturn? Sorry, that's the lyric.
It is, and I'm disappointed by you for spouting it out. Look, right, okay, we're going to go for our next tantalising feature now.
Are we?
But we haven't got a jingle for it, so I'm going to have to do it with my voice.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? The week in wrestling. WWE. Yeah, that's the week in wrestling, and we're basically just going to talk about all things wrestling. Now, I'm going to come out with a confession. I'm going to come out to my parents now. Live on radio.
Blimey.
I'm a big wrestling fan, and I've always flatly denied it.
There's no shame.
There's no shame in it anymore. I'm
There's
going to
no
come out and say it. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm watching it in a kind of recreational way nowadays.
Yeah.
Kind of flitting in that Monday Night Raw and Impact Wrestling, and maybe getting a couple of pay-per-views illegally. Not illegally. I'm paying for them.
Yeah,
of course.
As am I.
Yeah, we're both paying for them. Is wrestlingup.com? Is that the one you use?
Watchwrestling.ch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that full HD streams?
Yep.
Oh, I only get 720p on mine.
Oh, no, mine's 720.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, my bad.
Never mind. You lied to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, wrestling is a thing that a lot of people listening probably aren't into.
Did you know that it's fake?
What?
Yeah. Because people delight in telling people that every time.
Yeah. Wrestling's fake. It's rubbish. There's no point in watching it. They're not actually hurting each other.
Do you know why it's called sports entertainment?
Because there's athleticism in it, but it's also entertaining.
Fantastic.
It's basically a pantomime. If you just put it in your head, it's a pantomime, and there are people you boo, people you cheer, and you just enjoy the spectacle of watching people flopping over the top ropes and stuff.
Like a panther fight.
Panther fight.
Yeah.
Can we brand that as a new version of sports entertainment?
Patent pending.
That'll be our wrestling company.
If you like it, tweet in at @POTRTone #panther fight.
Panther fight. Beautiful. That sounds like panda fight. Sounds like we're propping up two pandas together in a ring and making them fight to the death.
Do you think we could do that?
Well, there aren't many left, so we'd have a pretty small roster.
It'd be a quick tournament. Who is the best panda?
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Can we make a little belt out of bamboo?
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, we're just going to talk about some. If you're interested in wrestling, you can keep listening. If not, then just wait. We'll get to the good music in a minute.
Now's the time to work on your essay.
Yes, everybody in the television production group, now's the time to work on Jeremy's essay.
Dad, go get a drink of water.
Yeah, and Mum, stop crying. It's fine. Just understand that this is my life choice.
Yeah.
Now, the big WWE pay-per-view Hell in a Cell is coming up.
Yeah.
And
Should be good.
I don't know, because recent pay-per-views have been a bit lackluster, haven't they?
SummerSlam was it's one of the big four, and that was 2 months ago now.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the peak. There was a lot of good matches in that, but since then people have been taken to the internet and complaining that it's just not got it anymore.
No, it hasn't. I mean, Night of Champions is rubbish.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar won the championship in that match and has not been seen for how long?
He actually lost the match but retained it by disqualification.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Obviously, as we know, Michael Cole, if you're out there listening, you've said this before. To win the championship, you have to win by either a pinfall or submission. But he's a part-time champion, which isn't great.
He's not in it for the heart and soul. He's in it for the money.
Exactly. We only get to see him wrestle once a month, and when he's the champion, that's not enough.
And he's rubbish on the mic. I mean, he's got Paul Heyman to back him up, and Paul Heyman's
fantastic.
I love Paul. I'm a Paul Heyman man.
Yeah,
Paul Heyman guy. Sorry, that's the T-shirt.
Yeah.
But the Hell in the Cell card is shaping up to be pretty good.
Yeah.
With the exception that we've got yet another Cena Orton match, which wasn't supposed to happen.
Nope.
Is the only reason. Right. So the Authority come out and they say, we're going to do the contract match right now, and the loser will face Randy Orton in a one-on-one contest inside a Hell in a Cell. It's going to be a double main event.
Yeah.
It's not a main event. We've seen this match. It's been a decade.
Yeah.
I think even this past Monday Night on Raw, Orton says, I'm going to end the decade-long tirade, this decade-long rivalry.
He was getting it wrong. It's actually been 12 years. The rivalry started in 2002.
Right.
So he can't count.
No, he can't.
Sorry, Randy.
He's also... he's one to take big poos in ladies' handbags when they don't. Have you heard about this?
I don't know if I want to.
Okay, well, basically, if he'll approach a diva in the locker room and say, "Do you want to get it on with the Legend Killer?" And they'll go, "No, you're all right." Oh my God, Hannah! Hello, Hannah. She'll go, "Do you want to?"
Hello.
Hi, Hannah.
Hannah's just turned up out of nowhere.
Let me grab my jumper off that chair.
Thank you.
This is a surprise, Hannah.
Say hi.
Yeah, well, hello.
Hello.
This is very unplanned. I'm
is.
very annoyed.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're in the middle of a wrestling discussion.
You didn't even tweet in to let us know you were coming. At POTRTone.
Disgusting. Well, we've got a fatal three-way going on here now. That's
Triple threat match.
triple threat match. Yes, there we are. Not three ways.
See, this is what I thought that they were going to do with the Hell in a Cell. And I'm not sure if they've done it. But
No.
I thought they were going to have Ambrose and Rollins queued to fight each other.
Yeah.
Cena and Orton queued to fight each other.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, because there's been a bit of a tension between Randy and Rollins, that they were going to make it a fatal four-way in Hell in a Cell, which would have been amazing.
Oh, I don't know, because then that's just another way to get Cena over.
Yep.
And I'm sick of Cena being over. And he's pretty. You haven't seen ECW One Night Stand.
No.
But ECW One Night Stand 2006, the main event is Cena RVD for the WWE Championship. If RVD wins the championship, then he becomes he turns it into the ECW championship.
Okay.
Right, so he wins the match, and Cena is a heel for the whole show because everybody in the ECW arena hates him
I'm not
with a
surprised.
passion.
Yeah.
Absolutely despise him, and he's really good at playing heel. Like he'll throw his
would be.
T-shirt out into the crowd, and then they throw it back at him because they don't want it. Somebody wipes their bum on it and throws it back.
Fantastic.
It's amazing. And he's getting middle fingers all the way through and stuff. But anyway, he's great at playing heel, but they'll never make him a heel because of he's
Big cancer and support the troops.
yeah, and he works with kids and stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So they won't make him a heel because they can't do it.
People like adults will hate him, but they'll still thank him for making their kids, having a good role model.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a slippery world we live in,
Do
isn't
you know
it?
some of the other matches for Hell in a Cell?
Give us a rundown, yeah.
So we've got the Big Show versus Rusev, continuing the sort of Rusev saga. He's unbeaten, but he's lost a few matches by disqualification as well. And we're basically waiting for Kurt Angle to come back and be the real American hero.
But apparently he's finalised his contract with TNA, and he's staying with them.
Fantastic.
He's a director of wrestling.
He is, yeah. I see. Is that like a title, or does he actually like pull the matches off? Because he just kind of appears occasionally and says, "Tonight's matches will be," and then whatever.
Yeah, I think it's not his overall decision.
No.
Like he just comes out and says it is.
Yeah.
But apparently, he broke his back again or something. So,
Classic.
but then someone told me it was because he's in rehab and he's addicted to drugs.
Really?
Oh, right.
Apparently, it happens a lot with wrestlers.
Oh, it does, yeah. I mean, you see them come out, and once they've been on the steroids for a long time, they've got those roid bellies. Have you seen a proper roid belly?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's like Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy is fat now.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy.
yeah.
And that's because of the steroids and hard drugs. That's libel, I shouldn't say that. Anyway, so...
You've got Cesaro versus Ziggler and Miz versus Sheamus. They sort of swapped their contenders from Night of Champions, but they should be good matches. Cesaro and Ziggler are always fun to watch.
Yeah.
And if we've got Miz, we've got Damien Mizdow. He's hilarious.
I love them in Mizdow.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. But he's going to turn on him at some point.
Yeah.
And is Miz IC champion at the moment?
Miz is facing Sheamus, who is the US championship.
Okay, yeah.
champion.
And it's still Dolph who's the IC
Dolph is
champion,
IC, yeah.
who won it back off Miz. Oh, I just hit the mic. Won it back off Miz, didn't he? Yeah.
The night after Miz won it off Dolph.
Yeah.
So.
And that was on Raw, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He won it back on Raw.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. They've had some good matches.
I think Dolph makes anyone look good.
He was in the Spirit Squad.
Yeah.
Hilarious. If you don't know what the Spirit Squad is, they were basically 5 male cheerleaders.
Yeah.
That worked for the boss of wrestling.
It was amazing.
Were just destroyed by DX.
Oh, yes. Spirit Squad versus DX.
Vengeance 2006. Had it on DVD.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about that
No.
for too long, otherwise we'll get excited. Should we listen to another song?
Let's listen to another song, but I just quite quickly like to put this out. I said I had to just come out to my parents that I'm a wrestling fan. My mum doesn't... my mum's not happy.
Oh, dear.
She sent me a text. Shame on you! 3 exclamation marks. Expect your wrestling photos to appear online when you least expect it. Mum and Dad used to take photos of me in wrestling poses when I was a big wrestling fan.
Oh.
So if you're into seeing a 6-year-old me with just a pair of pants on and pulling rock poses, like I'm speaking into the mic, and then just follow me on Facebook and I'm sure you'll find them. Thanks, Mum.
No worries.
That's good. Anyway,
From Mum.
Carrying on our feature, George Harris songs. This is probably one of my favourite George Harrison songs of all time. It's Cheer Down.
Is it safe to reheat a panini? Answers after this.
Matt's trying to find a signal in the studio. That was Weezer. I thought of a really good quiz question with the answer Weezer. I'm feeling a bit ill. My throat's a bit sore. Name of the band, W. Answer Weezer.
I can't even.
Was that not good?
I don't get it.
Okay, from one bad link into another. Best ball sports.
Best balls in sport.
Best balls in sport. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll scribble that out and we'll start
Purposefully
again.
misleading.
Okay, right. Do you want to explain what that is?
So,
Because I still don't really understand it.
many different sports use different kinds of balls. For example, rugby uses rugby balls and tennis uses tennis balls. So my question to the people listening at home is, which is the best ball in sport? We're going to run through some pros and cons now.
Yeah, Hannah.
Netball.
Netball is the best ball in sport.
It is a diverse ball because it is technically a size 5 football, so it can be played or with football as well.
But isn't it
And volleyball.
slightly too hard to be at football?
Yeah, there is that, and if you kick it, it does get like egg shapes on it. But it is technically a size 5 football.
Okay, so what would you give out the net? What would you give the netball out of 10? For its pros and cons.
I mean,
I give it a 4, really.
I mean, it sounds diverse, but could you play it for like, you know, American football?
You could play it for like dodgeball,
Mm.
dodgeball, netball, football, volleyball,
Yeah.
Basketball?
basketball.
Really? Is it got that bounce?
bounces,
Okay.
yeah.
See, that's bumping mine up to a 6.5.
Right, okay.
Let's move on. What about the baseball?
I was just about to say I think baseball is the best ball.
Yeah.
Because it's hard.
Yeah.
You could quite easily cave in a tramp's head with it.
Okay.
It looks nice. It's got a nice design to it. The white and the red.
Yeah,
It's
it
nice
is
little
aesthetically
balance.
pleasing.
Is it-
Very aesthetically pleasing.
Is it the same as a rounders ball, or is there a
I
difference?
don't know. Is there a difference between the two?
I
thought
bought a
rounders-
rounders set the other day.
Yeah.
And it was effectively just a sponge ball.
Yeah, I was thinking because when I've
Health and
played it,
safety gone mad.
I know it's mad, isn't it? Well, usually when I've played rounders like in primary school, I'm not saying it's a primary school hobby
No.
and you're a
No,
loser or
by all
anything.
means.
But what I can call you a loser?
Yeah, no,
You're a
sure.
loser.
My friend
Loser.
just said that you sound like Greg James. Charlie Thomas, that was. We played his song Motion
very
earlier.
I sound like Greg James.
Got a very
Yeah?
good radio voice.
Who's Greg James?
Yeah.
I've met Greg James.
Who is he?
Charlie Thomas.
He's a
WhatsApp
Radio
me
1
more about who
DJ.
Greg James
Ah.
is.
Okay.
He
Oh, we
signed my
learnt.
cast.
Oh, he just okay.
He's at our Freshers' Ball last year.
Ah,
Nice
that's
man.
nice. Nice fella.
Yeah,
nice
he was
fella.
signing autographs and taking photos of everyone, and then I was like, I'm in a wheelchair, and he like stayed behind just for me.
Ah, did you use it to get to the front of queues and rides?
No, I didn't have it on for that long.
Ugh.
But they did. The
Hannah,
university
Hannah.
were very
It's
good.
the
Like,
first thing you do.
they gave me like a lift like stage thing for the Freshers' Ball, and I had my own superstar to escort me to places.
Ah, that's nice.
See, I was going to say the tennis ball was the best ball in sport.
But see,
To go back.
just to compare the tennis ball to the baseball.
Cool story about the
I think-
the thing though, because I had to spend a bit of time in a wheelchair in San Diego Zoo once, and it's a weird experience.
Did a bear maul your legs and you had to?
No, I
wheel
broke
around
them in a
everywhere?
Chuckle Brothers bike, and my dad said I was fine, but I wasn't.
I
You
went round
broke
the zoo
them in a
once.
Chuckle Brothers bike.
Well, I sort of not sprained, but severely bruised my ankle,
Yeah.
and it was. In you remember the Chuckle Brothers, the car bike,
Yeah, the
that they
little
used to
pedal
have?
bike. Yeah.
Yeah, in one of them.
I went round a zoo once on a mobility scooter.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
My
Were you
mum was
chased by
using it.
rabid animals or?
No,
Oh.
no.
Zoos are generally quite good at keeping animals free of rabies and in
And in their
closed-
cage.
Yeah.
Not when you walk through those big netted enclosures when there are birds about.
Yeah.
They're evil.
But then
they
I
peck
went
at your
to
legs,
Woburn
they
the other
poo on
day,
you.
and they had like.
Where did you go?
little
Sorry.
Woburn Safari Park
Ooh.
in Buckinghamshire.
Oh, la di da.
Yes, darling. Yes.
Hmm.
And they had little wallabies, and you could just go in their enclosure,
Ah.
and there was a lot of poo.
Did it bite your head off?
No, they were lovely actually. They had an albino one as well. It was really cute.
Ah, racial diversity in the zoo.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We're going to move on now.
I've got to give a couple shout outs before we do.
Oh, for God's sake.
I know. Sorry, dude. I've got a shout out to Stephen Holt, who's listening from Doughty. That song, Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, was for you, buddy. Shout out to Doughty Ground Floor, because you're all listening. That's where I live, and it's the best. You should see our Halloween decorations.
I don't really want to.
And in general, shout out to all of Doughty,
Shout out to everybody.
because we're the best. Ooh,
Yeah.
That was them shouting, Doughty, Doughty.
Doughty. That's probably one of the worst chants I've ever
Ours
heard.
wouldn't work. Ooh, Merrydown Annex.
It doesn't work, does it?
No.
Okay, Doughty wins in that regard.
Yeah.
Doughty
We'll
can.
think of something,
Yeah.
and we'll come back to you guys.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll think of a chant. In the meantime, here's the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That song was dedicated to two of the best friends that I live with, Isabel Barry and Nadia Sheikh. Bays, if you're listening, you're my best friend too.
You're my bae. Ooh, you're my best bae.
I think if Bay had been around when Freddie Mercury was writing that, he would definitely have sung Bay.
And the song would have been
I
a
hate the
1,000
word
times
bae.
worse. Do you not like
Can't
it?
deal with it.
Why?
Don't know. For some reason, it reminds me of a sheep. I think it's because it sounds like
A
bar.
sheep?
Yeah.
Oh, bae bar.
bar.
Oh, right, okay, I see you.
Yeah.
Right, well, we're going to do another little segment here, just because I saw this online and I saw it and I thought, well, that's a weird name for a child anyway. And then I heard how you pronounce it, and it got even worse, right? Okay, so this is our new segment. Well, I think we're only doing it for this week. I don't know if we can keep it running. Called Stupid Name of the Week, right? And this is for a child, right? Don't look at the answer on there. I can see your little beady eyes.
Hey.
This is right. So this is how you write the name. You might want to write the name down on a little piece of paper just so you can kind of visualize it, right? So Hannah's going to write it down on her piece of paper, right?
I've already seen the answer.
Have you?
Because I've been looking at the running order.
Oh, you disgust me.
But it's cool because I'm the co-host.
You are the co-host. That's fine, right? This is how you pronounce. This is how you spell it.
Okay, go.
L-E, comma, A.
We've also put that up on Twitter and Facebook.
That's on Twitter and Facebook.
Tone.
Yeah.
If you are on Twitter, please do follow us.
And we'll be coming back with the answer. Just tweet us with how you think you pronounce it.
Yeah.
If you can spell it phonetically on Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah.
Get in contact with us. Let us know. Not on the email because the email's not working. Sorry, guys. On a side note to the email, I know we were sent an email about a shout out somebody wanted us to make. So shout out to TVP production crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. And everybody struggling with essays. That's from Richard Wheeler.
It's due in next week, everyone.
Yeah.
So cash in your extra 2 days.
Yeah.
Because we have no other assignments this semester.
Really?
Yeah.
only get it once a year,
It's
though.
the smart. No, it's once a semester apparently.
Once a year.
Do not cash it in yet.
Oh.
Once a year, people.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Your MC1 is once a year.
Thank you, miss. Thanks
all right.
for telling us. Here's the Doors.
That was Roadhouse Blues by The Doors, one of my favourite Doors songs.
It's beautiful.
I always used to run up the escalator when I was getting off the tube, listening to that.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're a London lad.
I am, yeah.
Two London... No, I was going to say
Kind
two
of.
London lads.
Kind
A London lad and
Hertfordshire.
a London ladess.
Yeah.
Hertfordshire,
Greater
North London,
London.
right?
Greater
Yeah,
London.
I'm
North.
just 5 minutes outside of...
She's Greater London,
being-
you're Lesser London.
Well, 5 minutes away from my house, it stops being Greater London. So
And starts being...
Yeah.
Elmbridge.
Oh.
Yeah, that's with me. Like the next town, I'm near Watford.
Stop flirting on air. Okay, so this quiz we had going, which was Guess the Stupid Name. Right. You've got a couple of ideas of how to pronounce it, don't you, Hannah?
Yeah.
So it's L-E, comma A.
Yes.
So when you look at
comma
it
A.
like that, what's the
So-
first pronunciation that comes to mind?
I take a comma as a breath.
Uh-huh.
So I've got Lee, or Leia,
Yeah.
or Letta.
Look, are you feeling all right?
Letta.
Okay, right.
think
Do you want to
Leia.
know how it's actually pronounced?
Go on.
Okay, so Leia. Matt cheated,
I've cheated.
but how would have you
I
pronounced
would have gone with Lee. I think
Leia,
that's
okay.
pretty good.
it? Cool, Leia. Okay, cool. Right, the answer. Look at it. Right.
Yeah.
That's a comma, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's pronounced Le Dasher.
Oh
It's
my.
not even a dash.
It's not a dash.
It's a comma.
I know.
It would
Oh
be
my.
le comma.
Le comma.
Yeah, le comma.
Le comma.
I was
That's
just-
slightly nicer.
I was just reading a post about band names, and as in names that have been banned,
Oh. Ooh.
prohibited.
Oh.
And one of them from New Zealand was Bus Stop Number 17.
Why?
I do not know.
Was a horrible murder committed near a bus stop?
I imagine there are complications when your name contains numbers or
Hang
punctuation.
on, is that a name that's banned?
It's a
But
it's
what
a
about
first
Harper
name.
7? Harper 7 has 7?
I think you might have broken the code. You've worked your way around the system, Hannah.
Yes.
Why?
It's a first name, so it's like Bus Stop Number 17 Garrett John would be the
It's got a nice ring to it. Might call my son that. But I know you can't call your son Adolf or Hitler.
well, you could.
We could call your son Adolf, but
Not
I know
Hitler.
there was a family in the US who wanted to change their child's name, the surname, to Hitler.
See, I think we should move it on from Hitler.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to move it on to a song that might disorient a few people just because it's in a different language.
What language is it in?
It's in Egyptian.
Wow.
I know we've got a lot of racists listening. So this is a band that I saw.
All those little Hitlers out there.
Yeah, little Adolfs. That's not a name you hear enough. Adolf's quite a nice name, but it's been completely...
Adolf.
Adolf. Adolf is the pronunciation that
Like
nobody
Rudolph.
likes. Like Rudolph.
Like Jesus for Jesus.
I've just had Jesus. I've just had an image in my head of Rudolph with a swastika on his arm
With a little,
and a little flat cap.
little
And the
cash.
song in Egyptian is called...
Yeah. So this Egyptian song is Tumas Tincture, but it's by a band called Tenarawen, and they're an Egyptian band and they're brilliant. But the song is just so cool. Even if you I mean, I don't understand what they're talking about, but I mean, their life story being chased out of their country because they were singing these westernized songs. Some of their members have been exiled and killed because of stuff.
That's rock and roll.
And that's more rock and roll than anything.
I mean, the Beatles were never sent into exile.
They were never. Well, see, John Lennon was nearly kicked out of the USA though.
Okay.
Yeah, and the Beatles weren't played in Russia.
Okay.
And
what about back in the USSR?
See, I don't know if they've ever heard that song before.
I like
Maybe
the
it's
idea
banned.
that Russia has never heard a song about itself.
Yeah, it's because they've got better songs. They've got more Russian songs. Isn't that right, Rusev?
More male choirs.
Yeah.
Duh.
Hello, Rusev.
Hello, Rusev.
Okay, so yeah, this is Sonara When with two masted. It's brilliant. Just listen.
Walking through it. Walking on water. Through a desert. Then I see you, my beloved. Dancing through fire.
Hello, and welcome back. That was Banquet by Block Party. And banquets usually involve food, don't they, Billy?
Unless you're some kind of Far Eastern tribe.
Yeah.
Usually involve people.
Oh. Well, while we're on the topic of food, we wanted to ask the millions listening at home about what they...
And the thousands in attendance.
There we go. There we go. He knows. He knows. This guy knows.
Yeah.
About what foods we should eat next week.
Can I throw my hat into the ring?
Throw your hat all the way into the ring.
I thought you were going to say throw all your clothes into the ring.
No.
No. Let's not do that.
Feel free.
I was thinking Revels.
Revels are good.
Got some variation in there.
Yep.
So if people suggest lots of different chocolates, we might as well just go, just have a bag of Revels, because they're all in there.
They're all...
Apart from, I'm not eating the coffee ones.
No. Well, that could be quite fun. We could do the Russian roulette advert.
Which
that they
Revels are you eating?
Oh, yeah.
What's your favourite Revel?
My favourite's probably the Malteser, but I feel like that's a cop-out because it's just a Malteser.
Well, see, the problem I have with Malteser is, like, they're tasty, but you bite into it and you think, oh.
Honeycomb.
Well, no, I like honeycomb as well, because I like crunchy bars.
Crunchy bars are so good.
Crunchy bars are my favourite chocolate bar, but it's like you have a Malteser and it just feels like chalky, and it's a horrible like texture.
Have you ever like just sucked a Malteser into nothingness?
Oh, Malteser. No, never.
If you suck them like you suck like a throat sweet.
Careful, yeah.
it sort of slowly disappears into nothing, which is quite fun.
Okay. I'll try that next time.
I was going to suggest something like biscuits. Billy's never had malted milk biscuits, so I was thinking we could get like a variety pack up in here.
Can I suggest a bag of Fox's Creams? Fox's Crunch?
Biscuits?
Biscuits? Yeah. That's terrible. So anyway, we're looking for suggestions for biscuits.
Yeah, tweet in with your suggestions at POTRTone, hashtag POTR snacks.
Breaking news. So S Club 7 are reforming for one time only.
Fantastic.
For BBC Children in Need.
Fantastic.
The end of news. Now I'm thinking, right, let's talk about something else.
Go on.
I'm thinking time travel. Now I love Doctor Who.
Do you?
Honestly, the greatest show in history.
Okay.
Never been topped by anything. Okay. Not even True Detective.
I suppose when he can time travel, he can alter history to make the other shows
that's the moral of the show.
Yeah.
That's the moral. Can you alter history? Can you play around with it? My question to you is, Matt.
Yeah.
If you had a TARDIS and you could only take one trip forward in time. Not forward. Let's say you could take a trip anywhere in the universe, right? And also a trip back home. Mm-hmm. So you got a return ticket, open return. Mm-hmm. Where would you go? Why? Where and when and why?
Where, when and why? That's a very good question.
Thank you.
I think I'd love to go back to something like the Dark Ages and build...
Take a torch with you.
Yeah, build myself up as some kind of hero.
Really?
Have them sing legends about me.
But you'd have to come back.
I could come back and then imagine seeing, images of yourself.
As a deity?
As a deity.
That'd be cool.
And there'd be such a great ego boost.
Would you take something with you so you would be like the king? Like, would you take like a gun or a tactical nuclear missile?
No. I feel like peace is the best way.
See, in the Dark Ages, I don't think they'd agree with you.
No, you're right. They probably would run me down with torches and pitchforks.
With their cars, they'd run you down in their motor vehicles.
I think something like a gun could be good.
Yeah.
Because bears are terrified of having rocks thrown at them. They don't understand the sort of transmission of force.
They're thinking, "What? I'm not even chasing after you. Why are you doing that?"
Yeah.
Is that what they're thinking?
Yeah.
I would go...
Where would you go? How rude of me not to reiterate the question.
Yeah, I don't like you anymore. I'm thinking... Oh, Hannah's back. Hannah, we've got a topic of discussion going on here. We're talking about where we would go in time if we could time travel. You can have a return trip, but you've got to go somewhere. So Matt chose the Dark Ages.
Can I just say really quick, my sister is listening live.
I don't care.
If she WhatsApps me her answer, I'll read it out.
I don't care. Oh, okay, fine.
I'll read it out.
I chose... see, I'm thinking the Beatles rooftop show, their last gig. Maybe go to the Cavern or something and see them play.
I know when I would go to.
Or I'm thinking go to religious times and see Christ get crucified and laugh at him.
That'd be horrible.
I'd
What
go,
if you got the wrong day? The wrong Friday?
what, do they like put up posters and advertise Jesus versus the cross?
I don't know, man, but I think that it would be good to have that.
So
You know.
you'd advertise crucifixions?
Well, you got to promo it. You want your event to get some people down.
Yeah. Should we think of some pay-per-view names for crucifixions?
We will for next week. Tweet
King
in,
of the Hill.
King of the Hill is fantastic.
Yeah.
Tweet in your pay-per-view suggestions for dramatic historical events.
Yes, that's perfect.
There we go.
So if you've got a name for some kind of, well, we'll open it to wrestling and boxing events.
Everything.
If you've got a football match.
Yeah.
Famous historical events. We want your names.
Yeah. Famous historical disasters, I reckon. But be tasteful. You know.
The Hindenburg Smash.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hell yeah. Come on, Hannah. Where would you go?
I would go back to the day and the gig where Bon Jovi closed Wembley Stadium.
That's when was that?
That was 1999, early 2000.
Okay.
Can I change my answer?
No. Yeah.
I would go with my dad to Queen Live at Wembley 1986.
Daddy's boy.
Yeah. What's that you're drinking?
It is Harrogate spring water.
Wow.
It is the original British spa town since 1571.
Do you think they've organised the coup? Because we now know that that's the new water supply for the university.
It is. It's the new water supply for the university, and I will give you a review. The bottle is quite pretty.
Yeah.
It's a simple design.
For Doctor Who fans out there, it's kind of reminiscent of the design of a Sontaran spaceship, that kind of diamond design.
I've noticed that the label isn't in the middle. It's sort of the bottom third.
Yeah.
It looks a bit messy, doesn't it?
I think it makes it look quite sophisticated.
It's quite
Really?
classy. Coming from a marketing point of view.
Oh, you're a marketing student, of course. Go ahead.
It's quite a classy label.
Yeah.
It's got a silver leaf kind of effect in the background.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with silver.
No. The bottle though itself does collapse a little bit when you drink out of it.
Oh,
Cutting costs.
nothing
but
worse than flimsy
the
plastic.
water
Oh, it's
itself
terrible.
is very full-bodied. It's see-through
Good.
and it is still.
Beautiful.
So
Still what?
it's all I can ask. It is still
This kid
water.
here is funny. You said that it was funny during one of the songs. Matt said to me, "If I don't laugh at some of your jokes, it's just because I'm deadpan. That's kind of my thing."
Yeah.
Do you think that the people listening via their ears will know that you're being deadpan?
It doesn't
Because
matter.
it kind of works half and half with the face, doesn't it?
Yep.
Well, some people might be watching via the webcam.
I could swap seats with you, but you're the lead.
I
presenter, aren't
am
you?
the master.
I don't want
and you
to
will
start a
obey me.
coup.
No, don't start an uprising.
I think the buzzword for
Imagine.
today is coup.
it is coup.
We
Coup and
Cuckoo.
stop it. You're not a pigeon. What will the other buzzword be? Coup, crucifixion,
Wrestling.
wrestling.
Can I do something really cheeky? Can I promo a society that I'm a part of? I'm a part of Raising and Giving Society. I'm the vice president, and we've got a couple of events coming up towards the end of November. So just drumming up a bit of interest. We've got on the 20th of November at Yates Bar and Public House a open mic night. So anyone that has any interest in playing music as well as listening to fantastic music, come on down. Once again, that's Thursday the 20th of November.
That rather depends on who's playing as well.
Exactly. And I'm not playing, so it's going to be great. And
you.
And on the 22nd of November, which is a Saturday, we've got a cake sale in the morning. And then we've also got a survival night, a sponsored survival night in the evening.
What does that entail, Matt?
It entails raising money for charity. And the
always
more
good.
money we raise, the less equipment we'll take with us.
Yes.
So say we were to raise £100,
Yeah.
we might not take bottles of fizzy pop to drink and amuse
Okay.
us on the way. After that,
Classes equipment.
Yeah,
Fizzy pop?
I think it does.
after £200, we might not take matches. Say after 300, we might not take a tent.
Yeah,
Until whatever the limit that we finalised, which
Yeah.
is still in progress.
yeah.
The top limit, we only take the clothes on our back.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Nice one.
should be good.
It'd be nice to have like a Blair Witch Project style live stream.
I think that we're definitely going to do a video.
Yeah.
Whether it's going to be Blair Witch or Cabin in the Woods or,
Yeah.
or whatever is
fun,
unknown, but it will definitely be terrifying.
Okay, I'm looking forward to the fear. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid we've come to the end of the show. Don't cry. It's not worth it. But yeah, that's the end of the show, everybody. And I'm going to play this last song and dedicate it to my cousin Theo. because it's the Smiths and he likes the Smiths. Can you do a good impression of the lead of Morrissey?
Didn't he once say that the Chinese are basically a subspecies?
What a great note to end the show on. This is the Smiths.
Take